Oh boy. What's up, guys? It's the Arid Lord, and I don't usually make videos like this addressing internet drama, I suppose is the best term to classify this. But there are some ramifications that pertain to YouTube, the platform that I just announced that I've been using for 7 years, and for me, it's important for me to kind of get this off my chest and explain just how this situation could have been better avoided if YouTube had a better grasp on their website, which they never have. Just a quick rundown. They have removed functionality and stifled creativity at every point. Now, this is a video that could go on for 40 minutes on this one subject. But just in the past couple of years, 2013, you had the Google Plus thing where they've tried to force all of their users to use this Facebook-like clone. And they thought that taking their users and making them forced to use this system that messed up comment sections would be a good idea. The other thing they did at the end of the year at that same point was a lot of the robots and Autobots that they had in system to detect music was ramped up, so any fair use in terms of music was kind of thrown out the window, and even if you were under a managed partnership network, they could not save you and vouch for you and say, yes, this music is being used for fair use, specifically if it was music in like a video game, so like the radio station on Grand Theft Auto. There was no protection against it post-2013. Prior, if you were under a partnership network, you had the clout and the ability to kind of play your games, and monetize them in full without worrying that a snippet of music would get you in trouble. Most recently this year, or past year, now it's 2018, but in 2017 over the summer, there was Adpocalypse, which to satisfy and appease advertisers, they actually demonetized videos based on content that people were making. And this isn't even content that's violent or racist. Like, that's the kind of content you want to remove. That's the kind of content that's supposed to prohibit. And most of the time when people are making legitimate pieces of content that have some mature elements in them, like a Call of Duty World at War video or a Call of Duty World War II video, that's the most recent one. But if they had the name World War or Call of Duty in it, YouTube would go apeshit and demonetize it, or you would make less ad revenue. That's why there are many YouTubers who are using Patreon now to support their YouTube channels. It's not as profitable for them to go through just a managed partnership network or just a partnership network, because those networks aren't making as much money, and because of the way that YouTube demonetizes videos, whether it's copyright or just saying that it's not ad-friendly, user-friendly, whatever the hell terminology they use, people are seeing their videos taking a significant hit. Now, for me, I've seen this with my content, but the reason, again, this video goes back to something that happened. I've been seeing it in my Twitter feed all today. All today while I was at work. A lot of my job, I use social media, so I'm going through Twitter, and I keep seeing the hashtags, and I keep seeing, I don't even know if you guys can see this, I keep seeing this about this guy, Logan Paul, who I don't even know who he is. I didn't know who he was till today. I guess he makes like music videos on YouTube or something. And apparently he made a vlog where him and his friends were venturing into the woods. And I don't know if this was staged. I don't know the specifics surrounding this, so much as that the main gist of it is that he was in the woods and found somebody who actually committed suicide, like actually hung themselves. And that's horrific in and of itself. And later in the video, you see paramedics and fire department coming to address the situation because clearly he was the first person that stumbled upon the scene. So this was concerning because obviously, it's somebody's life that you're documenting. But this guy had the brilliant idea of uploading it to YouTube, and all of his subscribers, and he's got millions of people following him. I looked at his YouTube channel, so millions of people, kids, whoever, saw this, highly inappropriate, highly against YouTube's guidelines, and the video was on for a significant period of time, enough that it got traction and attention, and enough that people could download it and re-upload it, and it was kind of a big deal to the point where the guy had to issue an apology, and now this is like a big news story. Like, major YouTubers are coming out making videos like Logan Paul, I can never forgive you. Now, a lot of them are seeking attention to cash in on a point of internet drama. But again, I'm making this video because it brings up a specific point about the hypocrisy of YouTube. Because as I just explained the nature of the video that this guy uploaded, the guy uploaded a video with a person's dead body in it that he, it could have been staged. It could. I'm not saying that these people are that sadistic, or Logan Paul and his friends are that sadistic to have staged, they found the body, then they started recording and pretended to find it, whatever. But in terms of YouTube, as I had kind of prefaced this video, what they allow on their website. Now, if you were to upload a piece of blatant nudity to a YouTube channel, YouTube is pretty quick on top of that. When you upload that piece of content, they take it. They're like, oh crap, that's highly against our guidelines, and then they immediately take it down because they don't want it being exposed in the public airwaves for too long, so that unsuspecting eyes glaze across it, and then you're exposing people to illegal content by YouTube's upload standards. That same principle should have been applied to the video that Logan Paul uploaded. The fact that this video was on YouTube for as long as it was, and YouTube's piece of shit robot system didn't detect it, is just, it's so laughable to me. Because as I explained to you specifically with the adpocalypse thing, where YouTube is literally afraid of words like, blood, gore, mature rated concepts. When, here, I'll get a video game here. Here's Battlefield 1. See the M rating? That's because it has blood, strong language, and violence. So obviously people under the age of 17 shouldn't play it, even though most of them are under the age of 17 and playing it. But in hindsight, somebody under the age of 17 shouldn't be playing that. Okay? And what YouTube is saying, it's okay, we want to structure advertisements like that on the internet, but we don't really analyze the content as such. And it's funny because these advertisers, and I group advertisers together, but they're from all different companies. But it's weird that they had no problem cashing in on violent content before, and now all of a sudden it's like some sort of get on your high horse, high moral standard. We don't want violent content. This is YouTube, where they've literally laxed their nudity policies on YouTube. But if you show a little too much gore, what are we, in the United Kingdom here, where gore is bad but nudity is okay? What is going on with YouTube, man? I don't understand their logic that, again, with the advertisers, because in this guy, you better believe that this Logan Paul guy was partnered with somebody, or even if he wasn't, he was making ad revenue in some way off of that video that he put up about that dead person, whatever vlog it was. And the way, at least how it works for me, is that if the video's online and it has the monetized green symbol that says that the video is making money, then you've made money off of that video. Even if it's taking down, it still goes towards your monthly total. So he probably made money. Knowing how many people saw that video, he made a lot of money. And I don't want to assume that he was sadistic enough to use a thumbnail of somebody who was dead, because that was literally the thumbnail, wasn't it? Of him with a selfie looking up and you can see the corpse in the background on the tree. That's literally the thumbnail, because I was seeing this on sites that were covering it. Barstool, of all places, covered this. And that's why I said, I was like, Barstool covered this? And then other big YouTubers like Bogey2988 covered it. I'm like, well, all right. I had to just take a second, because it's it's almost like a political topic. We're not even 2 days into 2018, and there's already some giant controversial fucking thing that has just penetrated the multiverse here. But again, I just thought it laughable, because this is the company. I've made a significant amount of money on YouTube I've been a Machinima partner since 2012. I've done video gaming and Walking Dead content. As you can see right next to my head, you can see all the Walking Dead thumbnails and stuff that I use for my reactions. I've used this website a lot, and I've been screwed over by it because I know I'm making less money because of YouTube's adpocalypse, because they keep every single Walking Dead episode I've uploaded, every single one, every single reaction, every single vlog, prediction, whatever it may be, every single one has been claimed by YouTube in some way where they say, oh, this might not be suitable for advertisers, even though all I'm doing is talking about the show. I may swear every now and then, but all I'm doing is talking about the show. If you see a video with the title Walking Dead, you need to assume that it's about the TV show that has an M rating. So people who aren't old enough to view it probably shouldn't be on there anyway. Also, if advertisers are so worried about this kind of content, why aren't they advertising their more kid-friendly content on websites that are more kid-friendly, okay? YouTube, you probably shouldn't be allowing someone who's under the age of 10 to be accessing YouTube because they have access to everything and anything, okay? We're not in the post-net neutrality era yet where they can just block and throttle anything they want. If someone wants to just search porn titties bouncing on a fucking trampoline, they can do it, and YouTube would have fucking results for it. And yeah, that could happen. That could definitely happen. If you're under the age of 10, you obviously do that without parent supervision, without parents monitoring, and then the advertisers say, well, it's YouTube's fault, and it's content creators' fault, because content creators should know that they should be making things that are appropriate for certain people. And in the case with this guy, he steps from here to outer space in terms of what's appropriate content. Obviously, a video of that sort is completely inappropriate and should never be put on YouTube. And again, I think the main reason people are angry at him because they see it as a cash grab. And honestly, I'm not too surprised because I've seen YouTubers do strategies like this before. You know, Toby Turner, there's a whole bunch of them. You know, I don't even have to name drop all of them. I know I just name drop Toby Turner, who's not even, I don't even know if he's relevant anymore. I haven't seen that guy in years, but I've seen YouTubers do these kind of things. The top 1% YouTubers who are always in search results, they do these things all the time to get new viewers. Look at their thumbnails. They're always these elaborate, crazy, off-the-walls things so that people under the age of 10 who don't have supervision click on them. So, anyway, this is my rant. I mean, this is more because this video never would have seen the light of day for more than 2 seconds if YouTube had properly managed its website. If they had a robot, instead of an auto robot that goes through and flags videos like mine for saying Walking Dead, even though all I'm doing is talking about it, maybe they should have been flagging this motherfucker's videos because he has a dead person in the video. You know, they might think that YouTube's system would pick up something that extreme and just say, wow, this really shouldn't be on the website. But no, YouTube's like, we have to appease the advertisers because that's how we're making money. Again, it's all about money for YouTube. That's always what it's been. It's never been about satisfying the consumer, and they don't give a fuck about the consumer. They don't. They haven't given a fuck about the consumer since they made the website. Actually, that's not true. The people who made the website left a few years later. I don't know if you guys remember, one of the co-founders of YouTube commented on YouTube in 2013 when the Google Plus fiasco was happening, and he actually wrote, he's like, what the hell is this? He actually wrote a comment attacking and, you know, making fun of the Google Plus system because he thought it was so stupid. So that's one of the co-founders of YouTube shitting on Google because, of course, when Google takes over, it's all about money. It's all about money. Their motto is the most ironic motto I've ever seen for a company, where it's "Don't be evil," even though they're one of the most evil corporations next to fucking Disney. Probably Disney, considering how much I bashed The Last Jedi a few weeks ago. Oh man, I could spend forever talking about the nonsense of corporations, but you know what? That's for the politicians to do. It would be a waste of my breath if that's all I did. And I like to focus on my creativity and block this stuff out. But when I see something like this coming up that much, it just makes me say, like, again, this could have been avoided. That's basically what my video right now is trying to say. The whole thing with that guy could have been avoided. If YouTube had done its fucking job, that video never would have got as popular and been on YouTube for as long as it had. But because YouTube is just inept at doing anything that's fucking in the right for anyone, then that incident, that happened, okay? Obviously, yes, shame on Logan Paul, Logan, whatever the fuck this guy's name is. Yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, obviously, shame on him. He did issue an apology video, whatever. Again, I don't know the guy. But again, I'm throwing blame at YouTube. That's the point of this video, because they're like the gatekeepers. They're the gatekeepers at the gate who said, "Yup, that video is okay to upload," and then they're like, "Wait a minute, that video is not okay to upload." It's like, you're the biggest video streaming, server farm website that gets funding from the federal government for server farms, and you have all these parameters in place to protect music companies who line your fat ass pockets for money. You think you'd have the ability to stop this before it even happened. I don't know, maybe while the video is uploading or processing, there are algorithms that comb through the video, because they do that for music. When you upload a video that has a song that's easily recognizable, as soon as it's uploaded on YouTube, there's already a claim. There's already a claim that says, "Sorry, copyright claim, you can't use this song." So why don't you do the same thing for a video that has something that obscene and ridiculous in it? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm frickin' saying. So, sorry I had to take time out of my day for that, guys. Hope you have a great new year, and I'll have some Walking Dead content real soon for you. As soon as tomorrow, where I review the New World Order arc for The Walking Dead, which will be very, very fun and cool, and not dealing with this crap. So, alright, that's it. Peace out. See ya.